Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. It's Ryan here with dpmarketing.services and author of the book on digital marketing for plumbing and HVAC contractors. Good to see you again. Coming at you with a video this time of a question that a lot of shops, I don't care if you're $1 million a year shop or a $20 million a year shop, the question is a big one. How do you measure the results of your marketing efforts? Now, you can get into the minutia. There's several different things you want to keep in mind, but what we want to do for the sake of this video right here that you're watching, is keep it very simple. If you're working with agencies, if you've hired a company like ours to come in and help you, you might hear a lot of different metrics. At the end of the day, there's one sort of KPI that's important for you, and this is going to be harder for someone like us to monitor on your behalf. We can provide you all the data, but then it's going to be math that someone in your team or in your office or your CPA is going to have to help coordinate some of the numbers. So it works like this. You're spending a lot of money in marketing. You're doing several different things. Maybe you've got a website and SEO. You're doing Facebook ads. You're doing AdWords. Maybe you've got some billboards. Maybe you do stuff at a home show. You have all these things that you're doing to help you get as many leads as possible to grow your business. So what you want to do is you want to take over a period, what's the total that you've spent on all marketing efforts over a period. Now, to start with, I do recommend doing a 12-month calendar. So do a fiscal year if you want, do the previous 12 months to where you are. Point is, 12 months, how much did you spend total on all of your marketing efforts? What else you want to do is, after you have that, this is kind of like side napkin math, is you want to make sure that you're monitoring that number as a percentage of your overall revenue. If you're 5% or less, it's probably a little bit low. If you're 10% or more, it's probably still a little bit high. So SBA's guidelines is 7-8%, but that's an aside for a whole other different video. Point is, how much did you spend over a period for all of your marketing? And you're going to divide that number by the number of new customers that you acquired over that same period. So again, total spent over marketing, and then total new customers. This is not repeat customers, it's nothing like that. New people served. When you run those numbers together, you're gonna get what's called the cost of acquisition, which is an average aggregate of how all of your marketing is working for you. It doesn't tell you yet which marketing is working better than others. It just says for every X dollars you spend, you create Y new customers, right? So it gives you that sort of formula. Now, what you want to do, if possible, if you have the data, break that up into per marketing channel. How much did you spend on AdWords? How many new customers did you acquire through AdWords? How much did you spend on billboards? How many new customers did you acquire through billboards? And you want to start getting an idea of which marketing is more efficient at creating leads than others. So right now, here's the catch. If you've done any sort of this marketing for a while, you're going to understand measuring the efficacy, how effective top of funnel marketing is, so billboards, TV, radio, measuring the results of that financially is going to be really difficult unless you're tracking it with a phone call, unless you're tracking it with a coupon, where that's the only things that those people are actually using. It's going to be really hard to measure, hey, we have 55 billboards in town and they each produced X many customers. And it's just going to be really hard to measure that. Marketing is really famous for a problem called the point of last touch. Essentially, it's an attribution model that says, for marketers, we're pretty good at monitoring and measuring, hey, somebody received a coupon in the mail, or they saw you at a home show, and that turned into a lead, and that turned into a customer. We're really good at that last touch. But what's much more difficult is to monitor everything that influences that touch. Hey, they saw this billboard, they heard this jingle on the radio, they saw you at the home show, they Googled you online, they saw your Facebook post, and then they reached out and become a lead. It's really hard for us to measure that pipeline. And so that's why for us, it's important that you monitor not just your per channel, like how many leads did you get on ads, how many leads did you get on Facebook, how many leads did you get on blah, whatever, right? But also the aggregate. You want to know how all of them are working together as a big, happy, strategic family. And hopefully there's strategy. But then you also want to know per channel, how effective are they? You'll probably find that some are more efficient than others. Referral marketing should be more efficient than your AdWords marketing every day of the week. That doesn't mean that AdWords marketing is bad, but it means if you're gonna put more resources somewhere, dollars to donuts, it probably makes more sense to find ways to incentivize the referral customer base more than it makes sense to throw more money at pay-per-click ads. So think about this. Once you have a kind of 12-month calendar of here's our average cost of acquisition or COA over that 12 months, then we're a fan of looking at that same formula every 3 months. So basically it's called a rolling calendar. So you do 12 months from now in the past, great, here's our average COA. Go 3 months in the future, do the same formula again with the previous 12 months. What's your CPA or COA then? You want to make sure, ideally, perfect world, your COA is at least staying stable, but hopefully it's getting down. Hopefully you're making better decisions, smarter decisions to create more leads more efficiently. It doesn't mean you're spending less on marketing. It just means that how much you're paying per lead that you acquire is getting better and better over time. Does that make sense? So this is a valuable formula. Again, no company that you hire or salesperson will help you be able to do the math better than you can. So do the math, do it annually at least, and then do rolling budget years, and start measuring your own ROI, and that's a great way to do it. So would love to know what you think. How do you monitor which marketing is working? How do you actually measure your COA? And leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. As always, guys, follow us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, and we'll see you next time.